Hello, everybody. This is Dave Lesinski, and this is the video that will give you a behind-the-scenes look at the process that this painting was, Mercury, the Thinker. It's really a painting. I hope you get the opportunity to see it up on a wall in person. The pictures just don't do it justice. It's actually one of my favorite paintings I've painted so far. And so let's take a look at what actually happened along the way. As many of you know, I paint in layers, and some of the layers and many of the layers aren't always seen. They're covered by the layers above it. And I still believe that those deeper layers mean something to the person who ends up purchasing the painting and give to the energy of the painting when you're looking at it, even if you don't see it. So painting one was really mostly just spray paint, a little bit of a dark coating of acrylic paint, and then I used acrylic spray paint. What I find interesting here is that if you step back, I know everyone sees something differently. There could be almost a look of a figure, and then there's also to the right a yellow M there that could stand for Mercury, who knows. But this was the first layer. And then real interesting, almost if I saw this layer, or if you saw this layer up close when it was just painted, it was almost like the left and right sides of a brain. The way it sort of waved together with this line in between. And for those of you that study astrology, you know that Mercury is communication. It has to do with maybe our thinking brain a bit, how we communicate what's going on. So it was interesting that you had this left and right side, very brain-like. Then I chose some more mild colors that I thought looked beautiful and did more of a scraping effect. And it was this layer and the next one that you'll see in a moment that I was like, wow, I really like this painting. I think this is showable. So I went from here to here, adding some white, and now you see some symbols and numbers and some yellow. And I really thought this was it. And I was so happy because I had another painting done and I was excited to show it. And then I realized after it was sitting for a couple of days that this wasn't finished. And I was like, okay, I'm a little frustrated. I don't want to ruin this beautiful painting by putting another layer on top. But I'm really happy that I did because it ended up like this with another couple of layers and more of a pouring effect. So no paintbrush used on this final layer. It's all just the way I was pouring the paint. And so now I'll read to you Mercury, the Thinker. I rule the thinking mind, which is something that you need, as you travel on this earthly plane at human nature speed. But be careful not to let your thoughts rule your everyday. This will create a level of stress that will interfere with your play. Yes, it helps to have me as your thoughts flicker and they feel, but the real reason I exist is to realize they're not real. So do the work to rise on up to a level above the norm, and you'll begin to experience the reason your brain was born. To laugh, to play, to feel, and of course to connect with people. But the even deeper reason is to transcend your human vehicle. The more you do the conscious work and break free of the mind, you'll drop down into your heart center, and that's when you'll learn to drive. Because it's from your loving heart that we are truly meant to lead, and the more you tap into that truth, the more you will break free. So I really hope that you have the opportunity to see this painting in person. It is really beautiful in person. The picture is okay, but it certainly doesn't do it justice. And thank you for watching the video.